Good morning, kids. What's up, folks? Today is Wednesday. It's Hump Day. In honor of Hump Day, we are going to be live tonight doing some mini readings, and I'm going to be with my friend Jai from Channel for Grace. She and I are going to be live together right here on Ray of Light Tarot, offering up some mini readings for you guys. So if that's of interest to you, you can send a donation to the Cash App, $Ray of Light Tarot, or the PayPal. They're both going to be available for you to do that for tonight. Now, I think we haven't talked about what to ask for. Probably 25 is fine. I don't mind splitting that up. So if you want to send a $25 love offering here for Jai and myself, we'll be on tonight at 9. We're also going to be on, the main reason we're going live tonight together is to talk to you guys about this upcoming Purium cleanse, which is going to be very, very epic, abundant, magical. So we want to talk about that. Hey, Catherine, nice to see you. Good morning. Happy Hump Day. So Wednesday Wisdom. Trying to find a topic for Wednesday Wisdom for some reason has been a struggle for me today. I'm really focused on readings right now, doing readings, getting caught up on readings. Going to be doing Cancer today, the Cancer reading, and probably that's it. I'll be doing the Leo and Virgo after we've gone live tonight. But we're also going to do our Hoonah prayer this morning as well. Yeah, so for some reason, the topic has been difficult for me. I really kind of am going to look for some guidance. There's some things I want to talk about, but I really want to just, say that now is just a really good time. I think I'm noticing a lot of people, we're into that mid area where it starts to get a little bit trudgy, muddy and trudgy. And guys, we're still at the beginning of this sort of time. Hey, Joni, we're still at the beginning of this sort of time of isolation and social distancing. So you got to you've got to learn. If you don't already know patience, you've got to learn patience. I'm pretty good with patience. When you're someone who has been brought down a peg or two, or been in legal trouble, or had addiction issues, anything that sort of puts you in a timeout in some way or another for quite some time, you learn patience really quick, and you also learn humility. So those really aren't problems for me. Um, you know, anything that is an issue is going to come up, I think, during this time, guys, for all of us. So patience is a good thing. I think also, you can't really connect to people socially as much as you normally would, or at least in the traditional ways. So connecting to your higher power and to yourself is really important right now. I think that's the thing we can really do. Oh, good, Shannon. Nice to see you. The Sasquatch people are in fact No, didn't know that, but it doesn't surprise me. Um, so NM Venus, nice to see you. Welcome, guys. Anyway, so let's all continue to hold space for each other. Our healing. There's a lot of it's interesting through all of this. I'm noticing when I woke up this morning, something in my little mini meditation I do in the morning. Something I was really connecting to is there's a lot of romance in the air right now, which surprises me, considering there's a viral pandemic out there and we're all kind of backing away from each other. There's some real romantic energy in the air today. So take that however it applies. I don't know what that means or what you know, what the reason is, but there is some romantic energy here. Archangel Zafkiel would be a good archangel to connect to if that's something on your mind or in your sense. Be careful, guys. If you're don't be hooking up with people you haven't seen in a while, because then you're literally asking to exchange stuff that you want to exchange. You can exchange energy, but not physical stuff right now. It's not a good idea at all. Definitely, we need to get comfortable in our own skin. It's a time for really, I think there's something going on here. You start to get a little antsy or a little bit of cabin fever, and then you're going to cross over into something new if you can just make it through that. So whatever that's about, I think we're all dealing with it in different ways. And it's not, don't get so down on yourself if your behavior doesn't immediately improve. Like I noticed I've been a little reactive, but the point is I'm noticing it. That's a good thing. 3 years ago, I wouldn't even notice it. The fact that we are aware and observing our behavior and in order to change it is always a good thing, guys. So give yourself a little credit. Don't be so hard on yourself. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. Lion spirit is, I think that for some reason, from the beginning of this, from even before this started, August was coming out as a model for me of time frame when people were going to be seeing good and major changes, reunions, breakups. So I get again the sense that August is when things are going to start to go back to normal. I think we're going to be in pretty much a lockdown, at times more, at times less, but lockdown behavior from now to August, unfortunately. That's what I get, and that's a long time. But so if you have plans to travel in July, you probably might as well expect that you're probably not going to do that. But you got to be okay with that, I think, because I feel it's going to be August before things start to return to normal, and then we have to make sure that it doesn't do a double dip in the fall, right? So this spirit, that's Leo energy, and this lion spirit about being generous is so important, because it's about sort of to reach the end of this. It's not just being regal, not just being the king, but also being generous, being benevolent. Benevolent is a good word right now. I think benevolence is the word of the day for us. And how can you be benevolent? Instead of focusing on your lack, focus on the ways that you have as much or more as other people, and how can you share that as much or more that you have with other people, right? And put being a good person into action. Peacock spirit, let it shine. Let what is unique about you shine as well. So these two cards, a lot of Leo energy here. Both of these are very much cards of Leo. And like I said, I'm looking at August as a time when I think today the romantic energy that I was connecting to is sort of a precursor, a first fruits, a preview of what's going to come in August. August might be has the potential to be a really exciting time for a lot of us. A lot of Leo energy, a lot of Leo in the sun energy, a lot of people feeling good about themselves again, getting out in public. So join this cleanse with us for one thing. If you want to make this time of renewal and this time of sort of blooming again, which may be happening in August, all that it can be, what do you want to do? You want to get yourself together, mind, body, and spirit now. Let's work on that all through the summer so that when August comes, you can be that lion, you can be this peacock. It says, let it shine. Well, let's prepare to let it shine in August, because right now it is still a time of receding, and it's really important to take great care of yourself right now. So a lot of people have joined the cleanse that we're going to be starting in a couple days. I ordered my products on last Thursday and they came yesterday. So it took 5 days. It normally takes like 2. It took 5 days for my products to get here. And so that's not bad, considering that part of that was the weekend. So most of you, if you're ordering stuff, it should be coming pretty quick. It shouldn't be that long, unless there's something that's out of stock, which is a whole different ballgame. But if you ordered stuff, I don't think it'll take that long to get here. Hey, Sparky. Thank you for being here, Sparky. So yeah, I think it's a great idea. Jones says mine are saying Saturday. When did you order yours? So just so people have an idea of how long that is, because mine was 5 days total, not business days, 5 days. But I didn't have to order the whole package because I have certain things, I have a lot of certain things left from other packages and other things and stuff. So I just had to order some more shakes and some cups, some blender cups. So yeah, tell me when you ordered yours so we know how long it's going to be, Joan. The 27th. Okay, so for hers, it's looking like about over a week, which is quite some time. So if you haven't ordered stuff and you're considering it or you want to, now's the time. My mom is joining the cleanse with us, and I think I said this yesterday, she's such a great example of proof of how it works. She's joining the cleanse because she watched me do it and saw the transformation and how abundant it was for me, and so she wants some of that. So she's ordering her stuff tomorrow, and so I'm really excited she's going to do it. I know she'll have a great experience. Hey, Kathy. It hasn't even been shipped yet, Shannon. Was it out of stock? Was something out of stock? It must be something that was out of stock, because it would have been shipped. It's shipped usually the next day or two. And I know they're behind, but like no more than 2 to 3 days. So again, I'm all the way here in Florida and it took 5 days, and I did not pay for, did I do priority? I may have done priority shipping, which is just a notch above regular post office shipping. I don't think I did though. I don't remember. I'll check. But yeah, normally 2 or 3 days, and it took 5 for me. So you can expect your stuff pretty soon, unless it's out of stock, in which case you may want to check with them about that. I'm really excited. I think this is going to be, I know it's going to be really great. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. Um, it's a good time. Like if you have the Virgo sort of detail oriented perfectionist traits like I do, this is a great case to let the perfectionism take over. And it's so fun and such a relief to get to do that with something like, okay, I'm going to be a perfectionist and it's an okay time to be one. Because when you're doing a 40-day cleanse, being a perfectionist about it is a great thing because you get the best results that way. So I get to let all of my overthinking stuff take over and be good at it. Nope, no tracking, no tracking. Gotcha. No tracking. I don't know what you mean, no tracking, but yeah, if they haven't shipped it yet, go ahead and you might want to call them and find out what's going on if it was something that was out of stock, because there's no reason it wouldn't have been shipped within a day or two if it's in stock. Never had that happen. I know they're behind because of probably short staff right now, and that's understandable, but at this point, I would check with them about it. El F.A. de Flor. No, I'm not hearing that. I haven't experienced the sound waves. Um, no, I have not. You said it sounds like a brainwave sound. What does a brainwave sound like? I don't even know. That's interesting. But no, I haven't heard anything like that or experienced anything like that. That's very interesting. I've been having very active dreams, very frustrated. I've been having dreams of where there's a lot of frustration, where I'm trying to express or say something, and it's like just very strange things happening with people that it shouldn't be happening with. That like I've never. I don't know. It's like where you dream you're dreaming about someone and they take off a mask and there's someone else. Very strange dreams of like deception and confusion. So I'm not sure what that's about because I don't feel a lot of that in this reality. So I don't know. I'm not really sure why, but I've been having a. I mean, it's been. Humming sounds like the ocean. Yeah, no, I haven't heard that. Um, I've actually noticed it's more quiet lately, especially at night. A lot of silence, and I've really been enjoying that here. So here it's been actually more silence, a little bit of that humming energy, that feeling of humming energy, but not the sound, not a sonic sound, like any kind of a sound. Yeah, I think so too, Linda. I think it is about being cooped up. Um, no planes above, right? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I think the best thing, no matter what, instead of trying to figure out what those things are, because I don't think they're actually like personal messages. They're probably things going on larger, grander scales that really we don't have a practical way of stopping or fixing if they are not good, or if they are good, there's no reason. So I think those are things just to kind of try to put out of your mind. Focus on yourself, your centeredness, your alignment, your healing, the things that are within your control, and the things that actually apply to you on a personal level, right? Because those things we would only be sort of guessing at or taking stabs at what they are, and even intuitively, if we were to try and connect to what it truly is, I don't think it's something that on a one-to-one level I would have any control over. So I don't even like to really worry about stuff like that too much. But I would say I think the best thing for all of us to do right now is to get really comfortable sitting within ourselves, being by ourselves, and being connected to our higher power. Those two things, because we can't connect to each other as much, right? And so we're not. That means if we have to struggle to do it and it's not flowing right, it means we're not supposed to be doing it. So it's time to go within, connect to the people you love and care about in ways that are possible, and in other ways, connect to yourself and to your higher power more than you have been lately. That's what my message has been for this. Let's get one more animal oracle card. And then we'll do the Hoonah prayer and cut this thing out. I would really like to get a haircut. I need to get some color in my hair too. The silver is totally gone. I'm just all baby blonde right now. Baby blonde. That's a video. What's a video? It is. It can be very hard to sit with yourself. It can be, especially when we're not used to doing it. When we're used to hustle and bustle and going and things and plans and doing. It's a good time to get comfortable with it, right? That hermit energy comes to us when we need it the most. When we need to remember who we are and why we're here. Because a lot of us have been wasting a lot of time doing things on a treadmill, the little hamster wheel, but not accomplishing our purpose, ignoring our purpose. In fact, I know some of us have literally gotten so busy on the wheel and on material things that our fears of losing the material things are literally stopping us in our tracks when our destiny arrives. Our destiny arrives and we're like, oh shoot, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I forgot. Ooh, but if I do that, I'm going to lose this, and this. I don't want to do that. Your life gets more and more miserable when you avoid your destiny, though, because it's like walls closing in. The things you're taking safety and refuge in turn on you when you're not on your destined path. Remember that. I am too. I'm super busy still, but it's in a good way. On the path. On the path. This is more like Sparky. I think this is more addressing people who have been super busy with things opposite what their soul purpose is. What color? What? F.A., I don't understand what you're asking. Are you asking me? What color what? It's so hard and such a great feeling when you finally do accept that. Carrie Fisher used to say, losing your mind is the experience of losing your mind is so scary and frustrating. But the minute you cross that threshold where you've sort of let go and you've lost your mind, it's all okay. It's a very peaceful, freeing feeling. It's like, oh, okay, it's gone. I don't have to fight anymore. I'm not in control. I actually never was. I'm not in control and I actually never was. Got it. Trying to understand certain things is sometimes when we're desperately seeking to understand something or to know the mystery behind something, it's because of fear and a need to be in control. Because if we understand something fully, we feel more in control of it. Guys, you can understand something up, down, middle, back, front to back, beginning, middle, and end, and you're still not the one in control of it. Not in the full control. You may have a piece, but you're not in control. Neither am I. And it's okay. It's a good thing to accept that we're not in control. It's hard sometimes, but it's good. And it's also important to accept, I don't need to understand everything. I don't need to know, because you know what? Knowing is not going to make me any more in control. This is about being out of control, guys, what we're going through. It's about being out of control. And yes, controlling what you can, taking precautions, doing the right thing. But ultimately, it's about trust, faith, purpose, and coming into coming into contact with and coming into an awareness and understanding of the very essence of what we fear, which is not being in control. That's where the real power and control comes from, is the acceptance that we're not in control. No, my hair, I normally get it colored. We bleach it out and then we put a little silver in it. But the silver toner is kind of gone. Now it's just blonde. It's just blonde, and it's more like my natural color almost than the bleached out blonde. It's just kind of a sandy blonde. I want to get it back to how I had it. Go back to that silver. I like that silver. I mean, I like it, however. It's not that big of a deal. Mostly I would like to get my hair cut, go get a pedicure, maybe a massage, all those things that we can't do when we're cooped up. That's going to be a fun day when things open back up again. If somebody wants a reading, yeah, well, no, actually, you do not it's different, Joan. Guys, you don't contact me through the website right now at all. If you need to book a reading what you want to do is the information's right here in the description. The website, I've been doing a lot of changes to the website and I haven't decided some things yet. I'm going to be doing a lot more with that in the next coming weeks and months. You make your payment to either the Cash App or PayPal, and when you make payment in the notes or the for section, put your contact info so that upon receipt, payment is the booking. When you make your payment, that's the booking. And it's okay, Joni. When you make your payment, that's the booking. That's how you book it. And then I contact you as the result of receiving that payment to either schedule the reading or to get your questions for recorded. It's just that simple. So it's all Gucci, and it's not that busy right now, so there's not really a long wait or any confusion. You like it? You like it, Lynette? Thank you. Thank you. All right, so what we're going to do, let's do our Hoonah prayer. Let me pull one more animal oracle card, and then we'll do our Hoonah prayer. I have a question, it's just private. You know, I only do, the only thing I do in a professional, sense is readings. Like, I'm not a counselor. I mean, I'm getting certified in Reiki and doing some other things, but right now I do readings. Like that's pretty much it. You guys know that, right? We're keeping it simple. So that should answer any questions. That's the one and only thing I do right now. Hummingbird spirit, be here now. So guys, think of the hummingbird. The hummingbird's wings are constantly moving so fast, right? But they can literally hover like a helicopter. It's about if sort of what Sparky said about still being very busy. Me too. And it's a busyness that keeps and allows us to be in place and to accomplish what we need to be accomplishing. So if you're busy in that way, that is good. Okay, that's a good thing, and that's keeping you in line with your path, and letting go of your past. Okay, letting go of your past and staying in line with your path. So that's a great energy. And I don't know. Somebody just said they don't need a reading, but they have a question that's private. I bet it's a question either that you have the answer to yourself, because a lot of times I do this too. We look to spiritual leaders for guidance, but most of the time it's for what we do. What I noticed a lot of the time, what comes through in readings is a confirmation of things you already know. And so it's like a step. We're going through steps, guys. And I'm a triage nurse. I feel like I'm a triage nurse with tarot, in the sense that it's not a physical thing, it's more of a spiritual thing. So I triage people who are at that beginning place of trying to figure out, what is this? What's happening? Where do I go? I triage you, I give you the answers that come through, and then we move you into to go to your next step, which is, I don't need readings anymore because I'm connected. I get what's going on. Now I know how to trust my heart, and I don't need Jason or anyone else to give me the answers that are already within me. Now, of course, I love doing readings and I want to keep doing them. But usually people that come to me are people who are just moving in to a new direction. It's like a triage. Now, there are, of course, people that I continue to read for, and we have come along, but because it's part of the process. There are things that they need confirmation on as they move along, but it does still feel like a triage situation for the most part. The hummingbird, what does the hummingbird do? They hover, right? They hover and they're pulling out the nectar. Yeah, still there's support needed. They're hovering, they're pulling out nectar. And the whole while, what's getting the most exercise? Those wings are flapping, they're constantly flapping. And this says, be here now. How does that apply to you in your life? It's a similar thing to like a duck. They look so serene, floating over the water, but below the surface, those webbed feet they're paddling. As long as it's doing what you need it to do, that's good. That's a good thing. It's not something guilty. It's good, because the thing is, this is accomplishing something. They're getting fed by doing this, right? So you can be very busy in the now and still be connecting to your purpose and on your path. If you're not making a lot of movement, it's because you're not supposed to at the moment. I don't think any of us are supposed to make leaps and bounds right now. It's all sort of building up. It's like it's building up and then it's going to expand. Have you ever made like a roux in the kitchen? If any of you are cooks or chefs, if you make a roux, I was making, Joan, you saw, I sent you a picture. I was making some sort of Southern style creamed corn and biscuits the other day. I've been making some really like good, starchy, creamy, good foods because I'm preparing to not to go on this cleanse, and I want to sort of live it up a little bit beforehand so that I'm not antsy once we start it. And you make for creamed corn, you make a little roux, you know, with you melt some butter, and then you mix in a little bit of flour and some other stuff, and then you kind of whip it a little bit, and then pour in either some heavy whipping cream or some milk. Milk is fine. Anything cream based like that. And when you put it into the corn and you turn it, I always turn it back up to high for about 5 minutes. And what you do, and you stir it slowly. And what you do is you watch that. It's very loose at first, and then all of a sudden it just goes, and it turns into this thick cream. Because I like it real thick and creamy. It turns into this thick cream in a matter of seconds. And then you just turn it back down to simmer and stir it a little while you cook it. Well, that's what this is. That's what's happening right now. It's a buildup, right? We're adding the ingredients and we're making our roux, and things aren't going to move very fast right now. But when they start to move, it's because all the pieces, all the ingredients are in place, and they're working with each other to build something that's perfection. The cream rises to the top, and it happens really quickly when it's time. You know what I mean? It happens really quickly when it's time. Okay? Really quickly. Yeah, you can add cream cheese even instead of doing what I do. That would probably work too. Whatever works for you. But the point is, it's going to come together, and it's all going to happen like that. But the preparation stage and the mixing the ingredient stage is where we're at. So it's building momentum 100%. Okay, so let's do our Hoonah prayer, and let me get up out of here. I've got to go do some readings today. All right, so we have, with this Hoonah prayer, today is day 15, right? Is today day 15? 14. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna say the prayer, and what you want to do, take a few cleansing breaths, releasing, take some cleansing breaths in through your nose, visualizing inhaling of, light, pure energy, and hold it for a 2 to 3 second count, and then release it for a 2 to 3 second count. Releasing all that negativity, black smoke, toxicity, envisioning all of your resentments going, and then exiting, and then just evaporating into nothing. And then we're going to come to the Ascended Masters in a centered and envisioned balanced way with your hands, palms upward in receptivity. This prayer goes out to Ascended Masters: Jesus, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Mother Teresa, Kuan Yin, Lady Nada, Archangels Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and Michael, spirit guides and ancestors. Thank you for healing, wealth, health, abundance, and prosperity. Thank you for healing, wealth, health, abundance, and prosperity. Thank you for healing, wealth, health, abundance, and prosperity. May the rain of blessings fall upon us all, so be it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I received that. I received that. Wealth, health, healing, abundance, and prosperity. That's good stuff, guys. It's all coming our way. All the ingredients are getting put in there right now. We're throwing ingredients into the pot. It's going to mix. It's going to mix well, and it's going to explode with abundance. We are going to experience so much abundance, so much prosperity in the next few months of life that it's going to almost knock your socks off. Like, it's just going to amaze you. And you have to believe that. You have to conceive of that idea, and you have to believe that to see it. Okay? So be it. So be it. I love it. I love singing bowls too. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What? Thank you. You guys have a great day. I love you guys. Like I said, I will be back on. I'm going to be doing the Cancer reading in a little while. That's the only one I'm going to do throughout the day. I've got a few personals to work on. And also because we're going to be live tonight with Jai from Channel for Grace at 9 o'clock to talk about the cleanse and also to do some mini readings. We're not going to do very many. So if you want to get a mini reading with Jai and myself and ask a question, go ahead and send your 25 to the Cash App. It's $25 to the Cash App, and we will get you taken care of tonight at 9. So it'll be fun, fun, fun. I think we're only going to probably take maybe 5 people, maybe 6. I don't know, but not very many. So we want to get you on the list early today. Thank you. You're welcome, Melissa. FA says, yay. You guys have a great day. Stay socially distanced from one another, but emotionally connected to one another. I love you guys. Namaste.